All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. This is just a short video. I hope it's going to be short, just to answer some of you. You know, I hope that the ones who listen to me, they will not be upset. And I'm not here to school anyone, but sometimes I feel like some Christians, they are the same as Taliban. You know Taliban? Taliban, and this is one of the problems of Islam. Uh, they want to practice they want to practice their thinking in 2018, and they claim that this is the way everything should be. So let us say it or make it clear, they want to go back on time. And today we see in front of us, each time I speak that a Christian woman, she can teach, you see some Christians don't agree. And I'm for sure, I respect your opinion, but let me share with you why I believe that you are acting like Taliban. CB brother, women shall teach children's, but not teach men. But I suffer not a woman teach, nor it's read the verse in front of us. So in order to prove that women they should not teach, we say women they should be silent. But this verse is not about women should not teach. If you read carefully, my friend, when a Christian person he read the Bible, he should read the Bible, not a verse. And then we understand the circumstances for this verse and why it said and who said that and for what reason. Because the Bible have many verses speaking about women teaching too. So how women they cannot teach? You see, if we as a Christians adopt just one verse, claiming that this is what the Bible meant, it's mean we are not really being Christians. Because the Muslim they are doing the same. They take one verse from our Bible and they say, see, this is what the Bible says. You are doing the same as Muslims. We keep saying that the book is a book, it's not a page, it's not a chapter, it's not a verse. To know who's Jesus, you have to read about Jesus and what said Jesus from the beginning to the end. You don't take just a word Jesus said. Well, Jesus, he said, I am the Son of Man. Okay, a Muslim now will come to me. He said, okay, how you say that Jesus have no father, but he is saying he is a Son of Man? This is exactly what you are doing. You quote a sentence or a phrase, and you try to prove a point from that point, ignoring the rest of the book. And that is not a Christian behavior, and this is not right. Is it really true that Christian women they cannot teach? Let me tell you what you are saying to me right now. If a Christian today they are about 3 billion, and if women about, let us say, 50%, you are saying that 50% of the Christians they lost the opportunity to teach non-Christians about Jesus. You Christian women, you shut up. You cannot tell someone about Jesus. Oh, you know what? You can teach children's and you can teach women. Oh, if you sit in the bus next to a person, you cannot invite him to Jesus because you are a woman. Oh, because you have a Gentile problem. That's not what the Bible teach. That is Taliban thinking, and the Bible never says so. And I will show it to you. How amazing it is if every one of us become an ambassador for Christ. And women, they got better opportunity actually to bring people to Christ because they have more time. Let us say they are more social. They are like women by nature. They are different from men, so they can really merge into any society anytime. If I want to go to a house, as an example, in the Middle East, And I want to tell you about my mother. I don't speak in a private about my private life, but if you sit with my mother and you see how many Muslims she schooled them, I want to say it in different way. She spanked them, for sure, not by her using her hand. She spanked them and she showed them how stupid Islam is and how amazing is Jesus. And my father is listening. Well, my mother, she is gifted. My father, he knew, he have answers, but he is not gifted the same as my mother. So now what we say the man should talk, the women should shut up. That is not. My friend, the church is not a building, the church is not a wall, the church is not a floor. You guys, you have a wrong idea what a church is. The church is every two mention the name of Jesus, that is a church. Right? If a woman, she is gifted and the Lord speak in her tongue and she can bring people to Christ, what's your problem? Who is angry here? You, the man? You feel insulted? Your echo? You don't feel like you are a man no more because a woman, she is doing better than you, she is smarter maybe? That is the, like the old days mentalities. Because the woman, she is not educated, she stay home, she is just a wife who cook and she take care of the children. But there is women, even in the old days, they were extremely smart, extremely amazing, and they play a huge role in the history of Israel. Do women really teach in the Bible? Yes, they do. You don't take a verse and you say this is what the Bible is saying. That's not fair. And that is not even Christian. In order to understand what the Bible teach, well, we have to go and see what the Bible say. If you go in the book of Acts, let us go to the Bible first. Let us open. I know that some, they don't like to hear the Bible, but for me, I enjoy it. If you don't like it, you can leave. Especially the Abdul. The second I play the Bible, they run.
Acts 2.
Take a hike.
And when the day of Pentecost was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven, as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting. And there appeared unto them cloven tongues like as of fire, and it sat upon each of them. And they were all filled with the Holy Ghost, and began to speak with other tongues as the Spirit gave them utterance. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together, and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language. And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born, Parthians and Medes and Elamites, and the dwellers in Mesopotamia, and in Judea and Cappadocia, in Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia, in Egypt, and in the parts of Libya about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians, we do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of God. And they were all amazed, and were in doubt, saying one to another, What meaneth this? Others mocking said, These men are full of new wine. But Peter, standing up with the 11, lifted up his voice, and said unto them, Ye men of Judea, and all ye that dwell at Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken to my words. But these are not drunken as ye suppose, seeing it is but the 3rd hour of the day. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel. And it shall come to pass, in the last days, saith God, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
All right. Did you see what the Bible says? Guys, did you see what the Bible say? Does it say that your sons and your daughter shall prophesy? So they cannot teach, but they can prophesy. But isn't prophesying is serious teaching? It's more actually more it's a higher rank than just teaching, because I can be teaching somebody about Christianity, but I am not prophesying. I am not in the rank of to be say I am a prophet who gave me a prophecy. So your sons and your daughter shall prophesy. Because really sometime kind of like worry me when people they speak about something but they don't really connect the dots together. Women, they are prophesying. It's not just the men, and the Bible full of names speaking about women who they are prophets and judges. You can go to the book of Judges. So why when we want, we make the women a shadow, and we make a Christianity the same as the savage religion of Islam, where it make the women stupid. She is no one. She have to keep her mouth shut. You need to read things into context so you can understand. The Bible speaks that women, they can even prophesy in the name of the Lord. Not only that, the Bible, the Bible make it more clear in different verses. The brother who he said to me that women they can teach children's and women. But does the Bible speak about teaching men? That there is women who taught men of God. Men of God, not any men. Yes, the Bible speak of that. But people when they want, like we quote something, and we insist to quote and repeat the same thing, but we will not quote really the rest of the story. Why we don't want to? Why do we want to go there? I mean, why? What is the problem? If you go to First Corinthians, let me try to go there. But every woman that prayeth or prophesy with her head uncovered, you can read the rest. And here you see some people they will say to you, like the Muslim, they come to us with this verse, taking things out of context, says that the Bible is speaking about women they should cover their hair and cover, and they make as if God is about women covering her hair. Here you will explain that women they can prophesy, and women they should honor themselves, and the honor of the women is her hair. However, I see nothing wrong with women going inside the temple of God covering her hair, because this is the house of God. And the man, the Bible speak about the man how he should be, let us say, treating himself as a man. Like you see in the old days, when a woman she is a bad woman, she shave her head. Let us say shaving the head is kind of a punishment. It is not a reward. So those who they have a shame, they shave their head. So the honor of the woman, the cover of the woman is her hair. It's like a woman praying to God without having hair in her head. Why she don't have hair? Because she did commit a crime. So the hair here is not really important as much it is about what you did. Why you don't have hair? It's not because somebody have a cancer. No. At that time, when a woman she commits something wrong, they shave her head. So how the women can be prophesying for God, and prophesying to who? We can continue reading more and more verses, and by the way, I advise you to read the whole chapter, not only a verse, because as we said, the Bible is not a verse to read and just to quote and paste, you know and make a story out of some time just to prove a point. But we know in many places that women, they were really teaching even good men. um, if we go to Acts 18,
Acts 18. After these things Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy, with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome, and came unto them. And because he was of the same craft, he abode with them and wrought, for by their occupation they were tent-makers. And he reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath, and persuaded the Jews and the Greeks. And when Silas and Timotheus were come from Macedonia, Paul was pressed in the Spirit, and testified to the Jews that Jesus was Christ. And when they opposed themselves and blasphemed, he shook his raiment, and said unto them, Your blood be upon your own heads. I am clean. From henceforth I will go unto the Gentiles. And he departed thence, and entered into a certain man's house, named Justus, one that worshipped God, whose house joined hard to the synagogue. And Crispus, the chief ruler of the synagogue, believed on the Lord with all his house. And many of the Corinthians hearing believed, and were baptized. Then spake the Lord to Paul in the night by a vision, Be not afraid, but speak, and hold not thy peace. For I am with thee, and no man shall set on thee to hurt thee, for I have much people in this city. And he continued there 1 year and 6 months, teaching the word of God among them. And when Gallio was the deputy of Achaia, the Jews made insurrection with one accord against Paul, and brought him to the judgment seat, saying, This fellow persuadeth men to worship God contrary to the law. And when Paul was now about to open his mouth, Gallio said unto the Jews, If it were a matter of wrong or wicked lewdness, O ye Jews, reason would that I should bear with you. But if it be a question of words and names and of your law, look ye to it, for I will be no judge of such matters. And he drave them from the judgment seat. Then all the Greeks took Sosthenes, the chief ruler of the synagogue, and beat him before the judgment seat. And Gallio cared for none of those things. And Paul, after this, tarried there yet a good while, and then took his leave of the brethren, and sailed thence into Syria, and with him Priscilla and Aquila, having shorn his head in Centrea, for he had a vow. And he came to Ephesus, and left them there. But he himself entered into the synagogue, and reasoned with the Jews. When they desired him to tarry longer time with them, he consented not, but bade them farewell, saying, I must by all means keep this feast that cometh in Jerusalem, but I will return again unto you, if God will. And he sailed from Ephesus. And when he had landed at Caesarea, and gone up, and saluted the church, he went down to Antioch. And after he had spent some time there, he departed, and went over all the country of Galatia and Phrygia in order, strengthening all the disciples. And a certain Jew named Apollos, born at Alexandria, an eloquent man, and mighty in the Scriptures, came to Ephesus. This man was instructed in the way of the Lord, and being fervent in the Spirit, he spake and taught diligently the things of the Lord, knowing only the baptism of John. And he began to speak boldly in the synagogue, whom when Aquila and Priscilla had heard, they took him unto them, and expounded unto him the way of God more perfectly. And when he was disposed to pass into Achaia, the brethren wrote, exhorting the disciples to receive him, who, when he was come, helped them much which had believed through grace. for he mightily convinced the Jews, and that publicly, showing by the scriptures that Jesus was Christ.
I mean, guys, did we learn something important here?
Acts
Anyone
19.
anyone notice what we
And it came to
learned
pass.
from this? What we learned? What we learned? There is a man who is a good man. He's a believer, but he did not know any baptism except the baptism of John. And he was brave, preaching to people. What happened here in this story? Who noticed? Anyone? Go search for those two names. And you will know who are they. You can go and do it right now. I advise you right now to do it. So, can a woman be part of teaching somebody? Can be a woman, or the man should talk only and the man should teach that guy the right way and the truth to explain to him more about what is right? Sometime I look at the Christians when they say those things, and I wonder how many people we lost to invite to Christ because some of you decide to believe that women, they cannot teach people about Christ. How many opportunity we lost? When I was in Germany, I met with the woman. Her name is Yasmin. Uh, this woman, she ministered to a lot of Muslims, and because she is a woman, she have no problem to go inside a house full of Muslim women, which I cannot do. So we have examples of women teaching men in the Bible. We have examples of women being prophets. We have example of women being judges. We have an example that the Lord himself, he came through a woman. But yet everybody want to put the women down, and the women, she have to go in the shadow because still they have the mind and the mentality of the Orthodox Jews who believe that women are dirty, the same as the Muslims. There is people who have a gift, and those are the teachers. It's not about you have a, excuse my language, you have a private part of a man, and that will make you smart or will make you capable of teaching. That is a very naive, understanding of the Bible. It's not your private male part what make you qualified to be a teacher. It's your knowledge, it's your belief, it's your faith, and most of all, God supporting you. God, he chooses his people. It can be a woman, it can be a man, it can be even a child. Actually, that woman, Yasmin, she told me a story about her son. Her son is just a kid, he's like maybe 9 years old. A friend of her, she come to her always, and she wear a necklace which is a pagan necklace. I forgot what the sign was, she told me, but and she was shy to say to her that should not wear those things. I think it was like the evil eye, something like that. So the kid, he's 10 years old, he said to her, this is pagan, and this is so anyway, whatever he said to her was able to convince the women that this is wrong. She was wearing this for like 20 years in her life. The adult could not do it. The child, he was able to do it. The Lord, he used the tongue of that child to bring the truth to that woman. So don't be naive and say, oh, women, they cannot teach. There's many women, they brought millions to Christianity. Go to India and see. Go to India and see what the women were able to do. They established what nobody can or able to establish. Let us not to be Taliban. We are followers of a Christ, and the Lord, he gave us wisdom. Whoever can bring people to him, he should do so. Every tongue should glorify him, and every tongue should speak of him, and that tongue is not a tongue of a male or a female. Once I was asked, why Jesus, he have a 12 disciple, but there is no women? Well, it's very simple. We are talking about a time where women, she don't even dare to leave her house. Those are people, they are going to go between cities and countries. And this is why you will see they are, they having a life different from normal life. Most of them, they don't get married. Their life is dangerous, going from city to city, discriminated everywhere, getting arrested, crucified, cut their heads, throwing them to the animals, to the lions, to the tigers. Today, things is different. And even in the old days, as we saw in the Bible, when there is a reason for women to be involved, they involve. It's about, if it is possible for them to be involved, they should be involved. But because in the old days, always it was like the man society. It is the man who speak outside. It's the man who go in the like, let us say, what they call it, parliament or whatever, and this, or the synagogue, or and the women, they are just like in the shadow. Today the story is different. But as you see, even in old days, we find that women who they are unique, they were able to accomplish very good work for his glory. So I advise the Christians not to act like the Muslims, and not to say that Christian women, she cannot teach. That is a shameful understanding of the Bible. They taught in many places, they were judges, they prophesy, and they can bring a lot of people to Christ more than you and me. If God gave a gift to someone, who are you to say, oh, you don't have it? And I gave you an example how my mother, she used to correct bishop. Honest to God, each time the bishop, he come to our house, my mother, she school him. You don't want to believe me, it's up to you. She school him. And he have nothing to say. He don't like even argue. He don't argue, he's a mute. Like, okay, you're right. Everybody have a gift. There is people are qualified to be teachers. There's people they are not qualified. There's people they can bring people to Christ. They are gifted. There's people they are not gifted. You see, you remember the Bible speak about the talent which the Lord he gave to his servants, and one of them he he make it he double it like many time, and the other one twice, etc. And the other person, he did not do any change, he just hide it. So if the Lord, he gave you a gift, he will judge you by the gift he gave you. And women who they are gifted, they will be judged for not using their gift, the same as any man. So if you got an opportunity to bring somebody to Christ, why we will not do so? You are saying to me that if there is a person who need to learn about Christ and there is a woman there, she can teach him about Christ, then the woman, because she is a woman, she is not allowed to save that man, so he will go to hell. That is your reasoning. That is Taliban. That is not Christianity. Do you understand me, guys? I saw many Christians speaking that women, because they take a verse from the Bible, they say this is what the verse saying, and okay, it says don't teach, but we need to understand the circumstances for those verses, and we will understand that there is women who used to go to the church and they keep talking about, I made salad yesterday. Oh, yesterday I color my hair. There is some women, they do silly act, but not all women are the same. Same as not all men are the same. There's men, they do the same as women in the church too. There's men, they go to places just to look if there is some nice beautiful women there. They are not going to the church. The same as Muhammad. There's a priest who they are child molester. There's a priest, they are criminals. Here we go, they are men. What does this have to do with this? So my friends, we can keep showing verses after verses after verses that women, they do teach. And as I said, the first teacher for you in life, it is your mother. Right? Who is the first one who teach you? Isn't it your mother? What is the first thing you learn? Like in a very rare scenario, it's your father who taught you. Maybe like a person who's born, his mother, she passed away, or they were divorced, she gave up the baby, or but generally speaking, the first teacher you encounter in your life is your mother. One of the reasons Islamic countries are still savage, because they consider the women as a piece of dirt. More than 50% of the society are in disability because of that stupid thinking. Women, they are jailed in their houses. Women, they are not qualified to be leaders. Women, they are not qualified to be judges. Women, they are not qualified to be anything. What they are qualified for? Just take off your panties, sleep in the bed. After we finish, you go to the kitchen. And the result is we have a very savage society, and they will never reach anywhere. As simple as that. And look like there is many they like that. And they think they are like they are the one who found the solution for the story. That is not Christianity, and have nothing to do with the Christianity. But people, they have agenda. There's many men, they feel insecure if there is a woman, she is a smart, standing next to them. This is why you see many men, they like to marry a woman, she is uneducated, and she is, let us say, she is not in competition with me. It's a fact. They want women who they are stupid. When I say stupid, I mean they are not really stupid as because they are God made them. No, they want them to be stupid. They like them to be stupid. They like them to be silly. They like them to be uneducated. This is why for centuries Women, they kept away from education, because a man who have educated women and he is not confident, he will not feel good. When he sit at home, he like to feel like he is the smart and no one else can talk. Nobody else have an opinion. That is not in Christianity, my friend. In Christianity, man and women, they are complete to each other. It is not the man, this is not a man society. It is the society of both. But obviously, there is many people, they wanted to make it as a society of one side. Women, what I understand from the Bible, they should be teaching, depend in their qualification, and where they can be found. In the old society, women usually they don't associate really with men, especially strangers. So who are they the ones they can teach usually? Women or children. And this is what we found in different verses in the Bible. Do you see it? They are teachers and they teach good things. And because of their position, for they are women who sit with women, then they are teaching the young women and the young children's. Because this was the nature of the society. Strange man is not allowed to enter the house and sit with the women unless he became, like, let's say, close to the family. Who is allowed those women? Who is allowing them to teach? Why they are, like, is teaching somebody, teaching a woman is less than teaching a man? I mean, think about it. If I am a qualified to teach a man and she is a qualified to teach a woman, isn't it both a human being and they are children of God? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same mission. How she can be qualified to teach, but she is not qualified to teach in the same time. Either she is qualified to teach or she is not. So the second you say she can teach women, she can teach children's, and we showed you examples about women teaching even men, then they can be teachers. That means they have the qualification. Otherwise, we will not allow anyone to teach unless he is qualified. So don't quote verses and make a story out of it, as I saw many Christians doing that. They do the same, exactly the same as the Muslims. In order to prove a point, they quote a verse and then they try to make a point based on that verse only. But this is not really accurate. We don't want to be the man, like the man-made religion, the same as Islam, for it is not. Be careful, my friend. Women are very important in Christianity. The Orthodox Jews, until now, if you go in Israel, you will see the Orthodox Jews, they throw rocks at women they are not covering their head. You know what? Even Muslims don't do that. I mean, there is some Muslims are very savage. There is Muslims who even throw acid, but there is Jews who do even the same. Muhammad, he learned a lot of savagery from the savage people around him. And Jewish people are always aggressive, especially toward women. They don't respect them, they consider them as a property, and they are always not even included to be part of the society. They are not even welcomed. That is not the story according to Jesus. I don't know what to say more. Or maybe I should maybe quote more verses to show those who they are saying women they cannot teach. I have a friends who they teach in churches and they believe that only women they should teach. I don't agree with them. I know I believe that this is absolutely wrong understanding for the Bible. All of us, we have a duty to bring people to Christ. And if a woman she can bring somebody to Christ, who are you to say don't? However, I always advise women when they speak. Actually, just yesterday I mentioned in the video I made that Christian women, you should stay away from speaking to Muslim men, because those men are not talking to you because they want to learn. They are talking to you because you are a female. So here there's a man is coming to you because he is tempted by the gender, and we will not allow a Muslim man to do that to you. You are the daughter of Christ and you are working for a holy mission. For him, he see you in the devilish way. This is why you see Muslim men, they wanted to talk to Christian women, but they don't want to come to Christian men to ask them about Jesus. If right now a Christian lady is speaking about the topic we are talking about, you will see many Muslims they want to call and talk to her because she's a female. That's it. So I am not against a Christian woman to teach, but she should be smart and to know who should she be involved with and where she should not be involved. Like you see a woman, she is going to do a missionary in the jungle of whatever, or she want to go to Afghanistan. That is not right. The first thing will happen to you, they will rape you, because they are still savage and nothing changed. This is why in the old time, those who they've been sent by Jesus, they were men. A Christian nun, she went inside jail in Philippines, full of criminals. They raped her. It's a fact. You can go and read the news. So there is a places women they should not go to due to the nature of men and women. There is men, they are criminals. There is men, they are rapists. There is risk involved, and that risk should be avoided. It's not about the risk of your life. It's a lot more harmful. This is why, again, I support women to teach, but not everywhere. Is what I'm saying, guys, clear? Does it make sense to you? Go where it is right for you to go. At the end of the day, there is always risk for a woman, the same as there is a risk for the man, but women they have more risk, for they are, you know, there is a predator, they are looking for them just because they are women. It has nothing to do with being Christian. They don't care if you're a Christian or a Hindu or an atheist, or it doesn't matter. All what they see a woman. So I believe that women they should teach as long they are qualified, and I believe men they should shut up as long they are not qualified. Let me give you an example. All of you, you know a guy, his name Muhammad James White. You know him? Prophet Muhammad James White. This guy, he have a PhD, and supposedly he debated Muslims to defend Christianity, but in fact he always defend Islam and he do poo-poo. Okay, he's not a woman. I heard women speaking about Islam, exposing Islam, and I heard this man who is a PhD guy, and he is supposedly a minister for a church, but nobody defend the cult of Islam as much he do. So what we will do now? So he's a qualified, but that woman is not a qualified. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the Bible says women they can teach, my friend. The Bible says that women they can teach, and they did. As you see, the story is in front of you. There is a chat room in Arabic in Paltalk. 90% of those who work in these chat rooms are females. And you should see when they debate a Muslim sheikh what they do to him. They made him shish kebab. If you don't believe me, I can open a chat room for you right now. Should I? Shall I? Let us see. 90% of the time, the one is teaching there. It is a female, but female from the kind you like to listen to. The one who made Muhammad shish kebab every day, and when they ask about the Bible, she schooled them so easy as if nothing been asked. Let me open Paltalk. Give me a second. Just to show you what women can do.
ببساطة احنا دلوقتي بنتكلم ايه سبب ان احنا زعلانين.
Oh, the admin now.
فانا بفهمك حاجة من ضمن الحاجات اللي مزعلانا، فانت بتقولي ده تشريف وهو كمان عايز يشرفها.
is a man.
فانا بسألك ما معنى كلمة فرد بنت عمران؟ اتفضل معاك المايك يا اشكر لو عايز.
See, the admin now is a man.
نمشي من الحتة دي قول لي.
But usually the admin is a woman.
انا اجاوب على التكست يا القاسم. طب جاوبني انت على التكست.
And you should see what they do to Muslim men when they ask questions about the Bible.
جاوب على التكست يا قاسم. اتفضل.
And you know, to be honest with you, I'm very proud of those.
ومريم ابنة عمران التي.
I'm very proud about those women. So my friend, don't be naive and don't go and I say I believe in the Bible as I believe me myself. I believe in what the Bible teach. But the Bible teach that there's women who are teachers and they taught and they are judges and they are prophets. This is what the Bible says. Women they should teach when they should teach, and women they should not teach when they should not teach. As simple as that. Which means when they are qualified to do teaching, if they are qualified, if they have the gift of the Holy Spirit, if they can speak for the Lord, if they can preach the word, if they can bring people to Christ, let them do it. Because obviously they've been gifted, and the gift is coming from the heaven, is not coming from you or from me. Same as men. There's men they are not qualified to teach anyone. Your gender does not make you qualified to be a teacher. So stop the mentality of gender and look like a human being would never change. I mean, still they will be savage and they will still always misquote just for the benefit. The man he misquote for the benefit of the man. They are willing to misquote the word of God just to keep themselves in charge. We need the women to be teaching, because if we don't, then we will miss a great opportunity to save a lot of souls. As simple as that. I don't know what I can say to people. Anyway, I'm sure that some they will not agree, and I don't really care who agree, who's not. The Bible in front of you, my friend. You can go right now, search in 2 seconds in Google, says, see, can women search? You will see many opinion, but you will see there's tons of verses in the Bible about women. They were teaching and they are involved in Christianity, heavily involved. But as I said, people they choose what they like, right? I don't think any one of us can say that he did not learn something good from any women one day. What you never have a school teacher? She's a woman. For sure they will say to me, well, a school teacher is not the same as teaching the Bible. My friend, no, no, no. Teaching the Bible, teaching the Bible is a holy mission. And when a person he is decent and the Lord use his or her tongue, she will speak decency. It's not her who will speak. If a person he loved the Lord from his heart and he is being decent, regardless if it's a male or a female, he will speak decency. He will be able to bring people to Christ. It's not about a gender. It's very naive to believe that just because certain gender, let us say, there's a certain gender can save us, can teach us, can give us good, can do good. So what we will do with the book of Judges, what we will do with Exodus 15, what we will do with many verses in the Bible, Judges 4, verse 4, etc. What we will do with those verses? We just take what we like and we throw what we don't like. I believe strongly that it is for the benefit of the devil not to let women invite people to Christ. You see, when teaching is about, if teaching about authority, then women, they should not have that authority. If teaching about education, then I see no problem with that education. Let us say a woman, she is sitting in a train and there is a woman next to her or a man, and he saw her reading the Bible and he said something, or they open a conversation. Do you think this woman, she should preach the gospel for him, invite him to Christ, or she should say, well, I am a woman and this guy he can say, or this woman next to me can say whatever she want, and I'm not going to invite her to Christ because I don't have the right to teach? You see, the Bible speak of authority of the man, and this authority is the same as the authority of a Christ, but in the same time the Bible explain that Christ, he loved the church, he ordered the man to love the church the same, to love his wife the same as a Christ he loved the church. So the authority here is the authority of love. You as a man, you've been given authority But this authority not to be abusing it, to use it and abuse it, but to use it for the benefit of the family, for a better family. And it should be an authority of love, authority of sacrificing yourself for your family, for your wife. A woman, she should be obedient to the man, but not because she is his slave, but because he loves her and she loves him. Obedient of love, not obedient of slavery. Authority of love, not authority of controlling. Anything is not based on love in Christianity is not valid and is not a Christian, including authority, including teaching, including normal behavior, including buying and selling. Because if a person, he don't love people, he will cheat on them, he will sell them false bad product. Everything you do in life, it should be based on love with others. If somebody work for you, you give him his wages, not because of the authority of the law. Maybe you can get away with it, maybe you don't have a paper to say I will pay you, etc. But because of the authority of love of Jesus, you have to be decent, you have to be a person who do right. The authority of doing right, not the authority of controlling. I encourage women to bring people to Christ. In the same time, I encourage you not to be involved with Muslim men, for a very clear reason I told you before, because Muslim men, they don't and they will never look at you as a decent woman trying to bring them to Christ. They will always think about you as a private part. So let us, we are the men, we speak to the men. If a Muslim woman will talk to you, let her talk to you. If a Muslim want to talk to you, a Muslim man, let him talk to us. This is totally different society, far away from your culture, and they look at women in a very dirty way. And we explained to you many times before how Muslims and how Islam consider the women. Well, it happened, my friend, that there is some women, they get involved with Muslim men, and Muslim men, they love to do that, and later they make them wear hijab, and later they make them convert. After he marry her, he said to her, well, you know what, if you want to stay with me and now you have a baby from me, if you want to stay with me, I cannot really stay with you and you are still a Christian. He will force her at the end and she will convert. There's many naive women in the West. You see, the problem is, or the problem of somebody want to teach or bring people to Christ if he is not qualified. That's what we said. You have to be qualified, you have to be educated. If you are not educated, then you don't go and put your nose in a risky place. To give you an example, when I joined the army, the USA Army, they start giving us shots. Like we went to a nursing clinic, and this nurse, she was like I don't know, a butcher, so she gave us many shots. But do you think the army giving us a shot because they want us to get sick? No, we are going to fight between or in the land of the enemy, and there is many diseases involved, so they want us to be ready and not to get sick there. Now we take the shot and we will get a little bit sick, but then they will not get sick again. So what I do here, I give you the flu shot so you will not be under the influence of that illness. Before you go and to fight the devil, you better learn who is the devil. You know what I mean? So you go, even if a woman, she want to speak to a woman, because if you are not educated, that Muslim woman, she can persuade you and make you believe Islam is a good religion. There's many Western women, they've been fooled by this way because they have no education and maybe they have a good heart, but You know, they've been fooled. There's most of Western who convert to Islam not because they are bad. Those are not bad people actually. No, those they are people who've been fooled and they did lie to them. Why? Because nobody really told them the truth about Islam. So before you go and involve with to bring people to Christ, you better be armed with the Bible, with the truth, and with knowledge about Islam, what Islam is about. Imagine you are trying to help somebody, he have issues, he have problems, and you don't want to know where he is born, you don't want to know what he study, you don't want to know anything about him. How you can help him? You don't know what he believe, you don't know what he don't believe, you do not know what he accept, you do not know anything, and you do not know how to debate him about his religion. So how you can bring him to Christ? In the same time, Muslims are very well trained to attack Christianity because Islam based on attacking Christianity. So here we notice that the qualification have nothing to do with the gender as much it's about the knowledge. If you are a person of knowledge and you have enough education, it doesn't matter if you are a male or a female, you are safe and secure. But if you don't have education, they might get you. There is men who converted to Islam. Yeah, I saw in the news an Irish singer, she converted to Islam, but this woman, she changed her name every few years. You know, each time she convert to new religion, she changed her name. You know, mental people. That is a mental issue. People, they have, some people, they are looking for attention. Nobody is talking about her, and now she want to be a superstar. And you know, she would become like suddenly she became something very important. People forgot about them, and now they will remember me because here we go, I converted to Islam. After a few weeks from now, she will leave to different religion. She will become Hindu or Buddha. They have history. No, it's not about you know, they do. I witness many people like this. You know, there is in the Western countries, there is you know, for me as an immigrant, I came to the West. I do not know really much about it. When I came to America, I have an image of America that's in the street. We will see people shooting each other every day. Now, for sure, you will see that there's people who shoot in America, but this is happening everywhere. Uh, I have like you know, based on what I've been taught about America or about the West in general, that you know, Western people are very much educated, very intelligent, very smart, super super smart, and we are the one who knows nothing. Look at our countries in the Middle East. So I was expecting really a very high end society. When I came to the West, I noticed that most of Western are not educated. Actually, I was shocked about how much uneducated they are. I have a neighbor, after 11 years of 9/11, he did not know that Osama bin Laden is a Muslim. Is that telling you how much educated American are? I went with him in his truck. He have a truck to Home Depot. And, you know, like we came to the topic of Osama bin Laden. He did not know that Osama bin Laden is a Muslim. He said, really, he's a Muslim? After 11 years. So that is America. I mean, what I can say, it's a fact. There's things here you cannot even believe. Just today I saw a video in YouTube. They are making an interview about who you think they should come to America. They were saying everybody should welcome. We should not build walls. We should. It's the hippie mentality. There's a lot of hippies. They have nothing. They have They have no education. They have no self, like research. They are just copy paste. They told them that it's evil to build walls. Well, why you have a fence? Why you have a door in your home? Why you have a key for your door? Why you have a key for your car? Why you have a password for your email? Why you have a password for your bank account? Give it to us. It's evil to have a wall. This is a wall. You know what I mean? Stupidity. Oh, we should not build the wall. This is evil. Suddenly, like, and they are, the microphone is held by a gay. He is wearing like women clothes. This is evil. We should not. We should allow everybody to come. Oh, okay. What this guy is talking about? Oh, sorry, this girl. The same as they lecture us about global warming, but yet all of them, they are driving the most fancy, expensive cars with 6 or 8 cylinder. Al Gore, he schooled us about not to leave the light in the bathroom on when he is flying with his private jet just to make a speech. Right? Don't be silly like them. Don't be silly. Don't be savage in the same time. Don't be strict like a rock. Open your mind. Don't be open-minded. Open your mind. I don't believe in something called open-minded. It's stupid and it's not true. When somebody says he is open-minded, what does that mean? Like somebody can sleep with your wife, it's okay with you? What do you mean you're open-minded? What does that mean? I remember once I met with a woman and her husband in a coffee shop, and obviously they believe in a cult. It's kind of like the same as Jehovah's Witnesses in the Philippines. Like, and she got upset, so she said to me, please, I respect your beliefs, so respect mine. I said, I don't respect yours. How I believe that yours is a devilish, and then I will say I respect your belief. You know what I mean, guys? Do I respect the Muslim belief? I don't. Is that because I'm rude? No. I don't respect satanic teaching. If I believe this is satanic teaching, how in the world I will say to you, I respect? So you notice that many people, they've been taught to say, I respect your belief. That is not a statement to say. That is a stupid statement to say. It's a hypocrisy. You are a hypocrite. How you are disagreeing with him and then you say to him, I respect your belief? You don't. You are just being a liar. You are just being a hypocrite. I don't respect your belief. And why I should respect your belief? I mean, what does have to do with being good or bad? So they fool you and they teach you certain words to say, and those words is meaningless. It's just a sign of hypocrisy. They want to establish like a society of hypocrisy. So they try to make, like, as an example, Trump is the evil man who want to build a wall. But Mexico has a wall. Nobody speak against Mexico. Cuba have a wall. Saudi Arabia have, everybody have a wall. It's called border. Wall is not necessarily a real wall, but there is many countries they have. And there's a guy from California. He said, what the wall of China did? Look at this idiot. What the wall of China did? This guy, this is stupid. He think the wall of China is the border of China now. Lord have mercy. Anyway, we have to be smart, and teaching and preaching have nothing to do with gender. but everyone should know his place. If you are gifted and you can do it, go for it. If you can bring one person to Christ, hallelujah. If you cannot, then let somebody else do the work. As simple as that. Many people, they go to the church, but there is one or two, they take the stage. But the church is full of men and women. Well, there is somebody qualified in the church to teach. There is mostly the rest, they don't. They are not. Same time, don't learn to be hypocrite from those who teach you hypocrisy every day in the news, every day in the media, every day in your school. You see, as an example, I noticed that the people who speak about human rights mostly are socialists. But socialists, they are the most people who torture people in the earth. China as an example, Stalin as an example. Nobody, I mean, they killed millions and millions of people. They speak about a human right, defending the cats and the dogs' rights, but they are the one who sign a law for abortion. They want to kill babies, but they want to protect cats. They are so worried about a caravan coming from Honduras, but in the same time, they do everything ugly in the book, and they don't feel sorry about it. As an example, Obama, he donated more than $600 million to the terrorists in Syria to kill whoever they can kill. Nobody question. They don't question themselves about the evil they do. All right. Everything they stand for, I find it hypocrite and false. I could not find one thing they stand for is true. You see, they say they are supporting immigration, but they don't really support immigration. They are supporting a party. The purpose of all this immigration deal, that they will bring more people who they will vote for Democrat, because the more we have immigrant, the more Democrat we have. For we promise them they are illegal. We promise them that we are the one who will give you a green card. So it's very normal that they will vote for us when they get to be citizen. As simple as that. So by time we will have majority, like let us say a citizen who they are immigrant, new immigrant, and they will be Democrat, and so this is the way we control the country. And what will happen to the country next? Who care? They don't care. I am an immigrant and I support Trump. You don't know who is coming with this caravan. If those can come in a caravan, well, every nation can come to us in a caravan. Imagine, you see, just to show you the stupidity of those liberals. Obama was a president for 8 years. Why Obama did not go in the stage and announce that from now on there is no visa? Anyone can come. Do it. The whole world will be here tomorrow. And then after they come here tomorrow, all of them, they will go back. Anyone knows why? Anyone knows why they will go back after they come here? Because if you open the borders, America will not be America no more. The country will turn poor. The country will turn the same savage, people killing each other, thieves, criminals, drugs. People, they will leave. You and me, we will leave. So when those liberals, they speak about what they call it right, it's absolutely a self-destruction. It's not right. It's stupid. I want to see those. I want to see Hillary Clinton. She opened her palace and she host maybe like 100 family of Honduras. Why she don't do that? Why Obama don't take them in his big house? Why they don't donate their money for the people of Honduras who is coming in the caravan? They want to spend money from the government, not their money. The money of the poor people who work like donkeys to pay tax. Not their money. right? So they use those people for political agenda to make themselves they are the good ones, and you are the, you know, like you are the evil one. You want to build a wall? How dare you? How dare you to build a wall? I wonder how many bodyguard walk with Hillary Clinton and Obama. Why you are building a wall? Anyway, so anyway, my friend, I really encourage all the Christians um, to encourage women to teach. But as I said, they should be careful they are involving with who and how and where. You don't go to Afghanistan to be a missionary and you are a woman. That is stupid. Christians should be smart. You don't go to a savage country and you are a woman. The first thing will happen to you, I guarantee you, you will be raped. So we should be smart. But anyone who can bring somebody to Christ, he or she will do a wonderful job. And that will be amazing to accomplish. Do we have any Muslim in the bushes? Hey guys, sorry for those who say hi CP. I don't answer, but as you see, we don't care if Obama is a Muslim now or not. He's a Muslim, obviously. I mean, this guy, he hired the Muslim Brotherhood. He established the Islamic State in Syria. He sponsored the Muslim Brotherhood in Libya. You know, the USA ambassador was killed because Obama and Hillary Clinton, they sent weapon to the Muslim Brotherhood. Hillary Clinton, she met one person from the whole country of Libya. Imagine Libya, all a country. She met only one person, which is the head of the Muslim Brotherhood. The plan is very simple, is to establish a Muslim Brotherhood Caliphate state. This was the plan of Obama. All the way from Turkey, all the way to Tunisia. And then the plan is to smash Israel. This is why you see Obama, until the end, until like the last day of his election, he was totally against Israel. 2 weeks before he is over, before the election day, Obama, he signed an agreement with Israel to give them an extra support. Why? Just because to fool the Jews, to make them vote for Hillary Clinton. See how the evil people work? But Obama, within 8 years, he was hurting Israel badly. And I hope the Jews, they learn their lesson and they will stop supporting Democrat. But I don't think so. The Jews, majority of them, they are Democrat. They are liberals, whatever that word means. But as you see, each time the Jews, they vote for someone, he is the one who screwed them. Excuse my language. Except this time, Trump, he keep his promises. And that's what I like about this guy. Everything he said in the election, he did. He said he will move the embassy to Jerusalem. He did. All the president before him, including Obama, he promised to move it to Jerusalem, but nobody did. It was just an election promise. And the plan, by the way, Democrats right now, they are trying to take over the seats in the Congress and Senate. And the plan is, if they were able, by the money of Soros, they will impeach Trump and they will take him off from his presidency. I hope they will not be able to succeed to be able to do so, because that will be very dangerous. They might even make a civil war in USA, because there's tons of millions who will go really crazy if they take Trump out of the office. Very dangerous time. And I'm very sure they will try to do so if they can. But I hope that the coming election, which is in the 6th of November, and I will be sure to go and vote, and I will vote for Trump for sure. I will be sure that, I pray that they will not win. And the word is funny that someone like me, a guy who is an immigrant, I'm not born here, and supposedly I'm an Arab, and yet I am teaching American to love America. It's funny, isn't it? There's many in America. I saw a lot of American who they are really lucky to be American. They don't like this country, which is the most stupid thing ever you can imagine. You see, you do not know how lucky you are to be an American until you live in different country. Don't you see people coming walking in their feet coming from Honduras? Do you know why? American, they are so upset. America is a bad country. America is etc. Blah 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 blah. Go, my friend, go take. I never heard of somebody trying to apply to be a citizen in Afghanistan. Why you don't go immigrate there? I mean, go. There's many countries. Go to Somalia. Join the pirate school. They will get you a PhD to be a pirate. No, don't leave Europe, my friend. If you leave Europe, you lost your country forever. No, stand there and fight for your rights. Stay there. Don't do that. Don't give up. No, things can be fixed. You will see. Europe will change for better. You see, always things get worse and then it get better. And this is what happened in America. The Democrat, they control America for 40 years. 40 years, Republican, they never have place. 40 years, you believe it? And then suddenly, the one who people they think they are not there, they took over. Don't leave it for them. Take it back. And we will take it back. We will take back whatever belonged to us. And nobody can take it from us. People, they can take things from you only if you give up and you decide to be a coward. People who fight for their rights, they never lose. As simple as that. Look at us. We as an Arab Christians, we are a small minority in the Middle East. If you believe it or not, I believe we are going to take the Middle East back. All of it. All the Middle East is going to be Christian again. All of it. Not a single inch will not be Christian land. And actually, it's happening. Don't make them fool you. They are losing. What's happening in the world around us remind me, if you remember, before the election, when Trump he won the election, you know what I mean? Everybody, they made you believe that that's it. Trump, he lost. Everybody lost hope. Actually, even me. And that day, I don't know how many of you remember. I have my live chat, and I said, guys, I'm just that's it. I'm going. And I decided to sleep. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see another 8 years of the filthy Obama to continue with the filthy, corrupt women, Clinton, the Clinton mafia. So I went to bed and I tried to sleep, but something like something told me there is something will happen. I opened the TV again, and honest to God, I turned the light off. I lay down on my bed. I cover myself. Usually when I sleep, I don't even cover I don't cover myself. So I cover myself because I don't want to even think about it. Maybe I can sleep, but I could not. Then I turned up the TV, and the news was coming like a volcano, an eruption. I was shocked. And then I said to myself, how in the world I give up? This is not me. This is not me. And thanks God, in the day of the election, I went and I voted, because everything in the media saying to us, you will lose. That's it. This guy, he have no chance. They are saying in the polls that, you know, the chance of her to win is like 97%. I mean, this guy is history. And then what happened? It was totally the opposite. And I remember that day, I had the most funny night ever. How those liberals are crying, and you know, I remember there is a show. It's called The Young Turk. Anyone knows what I'm talking about? The Young Turk. Go and search right now for The Young Turk election day. You will see them saying the F word, giving the finger to each other in the TV. You believe it or not? This is how savage they are. Giving the middle finger in the screen in the TV. This guy, the Muslim guy, he's the atheist supposedly now. He was saying, I'm going to burn you. I'm going to burn you, Democrat. I'm going to cut your you know, I'm not going to support you anymore. Forget it. You are history. You are a bunch of stupid idiot, blah 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 blah. Go and watch it. Very savage, very dirty tongue. There's a woman there, she was with them. She have a very filthy mouth. Obviously, she is a whore. A whore in TV. They thought they took over the country forever. And they never thought that there is a Christians in this country. They thought we are dead, that's it. And all of this happened, by the way, until now. Go just the video yesterday, you will see a Christian saying a Christian should not be involved in politics. This is the result of teaching of generations of churches that saying to the Christians that we Christians should not be involved in politics. And what is the result? Those people took over. They took over and they start saying you should not allow to have a cross in the top of your building. You should not allow to have a t-shirt says Jesus. You are not allowed to have a Bible in the hotel. This is because your teachers, the one you say you claim that they are wise, they told you that we as a Christian should not be involved in politics. So if we don't get involved in politics and they involve in politics, so who is going to defend our right? Time will come and they will force your child to learn how to be a gay only. This is the only option. Actually, in California, they are forcing children to go and attend gay marriage. They are forcing them. You send your child to school to learn education, and then you find later when your child come back that the school teacher, she took them in a bus and took them to a gay marriage. This is because you don't want to be involved in politics. Are you happy? And this is why we as a Christian should be involved. Don't be a politician with their lies. Be an ambassador for Christ. They do politician, we do something else. We do what is right. Are you getting my point? For them, this is politics. For us, this is a Christianity. You have to take a stand, or you will have no place. If you don't defend your right, you have no rights. If you don't speak your voice, you have no voice. I mean, isn't it simple to understand? I supported Trump not because he's saint. You know, Trump is nowhere to be a saint or to be like, you know, whatever you want to call him. But this guy is a 1 billion time than what they stand for. Guys, for those who do not know, do you know that England today is not capable to fight any country to defend itself? It have 60,000 soldier. That's it. This is what the liberals does, you know. And by the way, in Europe you might find like a party called, like in Germany, the Christian, whatever they call themselves, the Christian, but they have nothing to do with the Christians. They are liberals. Don't make them fool with those names. Liberals, they brought nothing but self-destruction to themselves. And we will not allow that to happen. After you lose Europe and you lose America, where you will go? You will be a refugee in Baghdad, in Iraq. What you would do? What exactly the plan? By the way, I love this picture here. Let me share it with you. I have it always in my computer. This kid is really this Bible, look how old this Bible is, and this kid hardly you can see his head, but he is reading. That is a beautiful picture. And this is how you can make a Christian strong society. You start with your children's, you teach them what they need to learn. Don't let them be under the influence of the liberals, who they teach them everything wrong. I never saw, you know, first time I arrived to USA. At that time, I don't have like, you know, I don't know anything really about USA. So I bought a TV. I was living in a studio apartment. And because, you know, I don't have cable, so you receive whatever is in the antenna, you know what I mean? So I opened the TV, and then there was a woman speaking, and you know, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, like kitchen. It's a small studio, so like it's a one room, the whole apartment anyway. So then she was saying, you should use your two fingers. And you know, my English is not really that good, but I was able to understand clearly what she is talking about. She was speaking about, if you have a partner, when you start having sex with him, in order not to make it painful in the beginning, you insert two fingers in his anus. This is what they teach in California. It was a 3 p.m. afternoon, public TV, government TV. So you have a child in the age of this kid. He opened the TV and he see in the TV a filthy woman teaching him that if you have a partner, you put your two fingers in his anus. What you expect? 3 p.m. This is the first program I saw when I opened the TV. You feel like you are reading Muhammad wisdom. This is something you hear in Islamic religion. When you open an Arabic TV, Islamic TV, they teach you all this garbage. Do you remember the guys who put the suicide bomb in his ass? He tried to kill the prince in Saudi Arabia, the one who was the crown prince before. He had, you know, in order to put a bomb inside his anus to insert it there, they made him have sex with another guy or many guys, so they can make it big, and then they insert the bomb inside his private part. When they asked the mullahs about how you allowed such a thing, are you allowed to be a gay in Islam? He said no, but this is because there is a mission here. The mission is lawful, so that the act is lawful. He did not do it because he want to be a gay. He did do it because this prince, they want to kill him. That is Islam. There's Abdul saying that you have a filthy mouth. My friend, why you don't call me and let us talk about filthy mouth? Isn't it your prophet? He said, and he promised you that if you convert to Islam, if you believe in him, he will give you a penis, will never go sleep, will never go limp, will never go soft. Isn't it your prophet? He promised you that your penis will be endless. Is that filthy or what? Do you want to call me Abdul? You see, the Muslims, they attack me. This guy, his name is Muhammad Usuf. Why you don't call me? Let us see who is the one who have a dirty mouth. What about your Quran describing the women boobs for you in heaven? Is it true that the Quran describing the women boobs in heaven that they will be firm? Is that correct? And there will be boobs of women who they are youth? Is that dirty talk or not? Is it true that the Quran described the vagina you will receive in the heaven? That this vagina is not, nobody drill anything in it yet? Exactly what I'm saying. I'm just trying to be nice, not to say the bad words. Are you there, Muhammad? Muhammad, he was the greatest. You can call me. Okay, let me open my Skype, guys. Muhammad was the greatest of example. I want to see that. Do you like to call me? Why you don't call me right now and show me how he was the great example? I want to see that. No problem. I challenge you to show us. I'm not going to ask you any question. You choose the topic. You mention to us how the great example he is, and I will be happy to hear you. Go ahead, call me. I am right now on Skype. Do you have the courage to call? Hello? Call me, come on. I want to see the best example. Is that the best example, really? What happened? Muhammad is the best example. Is that because he married a child? She is 6 years old. If we can call it marriage. Is that because he flirted with his own son wife when she is in the house of her husband? She's still married. Can you trust Muhammad to come to your house? Be honest. Is that because Muhammad, he was accused that he stole an underwear by his companion? Which one will make him the best man? Is that because he encouraged men not to marry women who they are widow, but to marry children? No, it's not about hit and run. You see, the Muslim, they speak as long you don't confront them, but the second you start shooting, they play dead. They play dead right away. And after I hang up and go, the Muslim, they will start posting, this guy is a liar. Don't believe him, he's a liar. Muhammad is the best example for mankind. Why? Because he said the man, he can lie in 3 cases: to his wife, to his friend, to his family. Who's left? Or maybe because Muhammad was the best man to teach us even how to clean ourselves, to the point he, after he do poo-poo, he clean his hands by drying them in the wall. I guarantee you that in the wall of Muhammad in his bedroom we have a paint of Picasso made from the poop of Muhammad. They have an interview with what his name, an actor. Somebody remind me what his name. This guy, Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was in Saudi Arabia or or Emirat. So they ask him, you know, this guy, he's in a Muslim country making a movie there, so he want to make the Muslim happy. He knew they are, you know, like somebody advised him to say that, so they will be so happy from him. So they said to him, how you can keep yourself like in good shape? He said, why not? I mean, in this age, you are old now and you keep yourself in good shape. He said, as an example, I will give you the best example, the Prophet Muhammad. Learn from him. Learn from him how to be healthy and to stay clean. Yeah, right. Actually, I have the video still in my channel. You can watch it and laugh. The best example. Yeah. The best example, who have a fleas all over him. And in order not to explain why he's full of a fleas, he ordered the Muslims not to curse the fleas or the lice because they are blessed animals. Why? Because they don't let prophet sleep, so they will sit, so they will pray to Allah. That is a deep wisdom. The only religion who blessed the fleas and the lice is Islam. Sound like Democrat to me. Don't you find like similarity between Democrat and Muhammad? If you ask a Democrat person, should we kill the lice? Should we kill it? They will say, don't put the border, don't build a wall in the front. Okay, we have a lice. Don't kill the lice. Okay. Why we cannot kill the lice? It's haram. Respect life. Muhammad killed a human being, but he blessed the lice. He killed tens of thousands of people, but he said to them, Allah bless the lice. Actually, I don't know. I heard that there is one of the lice who used to live in the panty of Muhammad. She is writing her diary book right now, and I hope she will not publish it soon. A lot of scandals will be there. Imagine this lice, how much she witnessed. She was living right there in the panty of Muhammad, so she saw everything and she heard everything. The diary of the prophet lies. Oh boy. And the director of the movie, we will make a movie about it, and the director will be Zakir Naik. And the one who will do makeup will be Shabir Ali. And the one who will collect 50 pounds will be Muhammad Hijab. Muhammad Hijab. Brother, sister, don't forget to sponsor our video by 50 pounds, please. 50 pounds? I mean, this guy, he don't accept 5, he don't accept 10, he don't accept 15, he accepted 20. No, it have to be 50 pounds. 50 pounds to sponsor a video. Why? You made the video from gold? And he was accusing, what happened to my YouTube? He was accusing David Wood that he is making living from attacking Islam. And he have a big sign in his video. It says, brother, don't forget to sponsor us 50 pounds to sponsor this video. 50 pounds? Man, you are very, I mean, this is after discount, must be. This is really good. I mean, this is very cheap. This guy is doing missionary to the point he want 50 pounds to sponsor this video from everyone who watch it. And he have 72,000 subscriber. The follower are the same as the prophet who have no prophecy. Do we have any Abdul? I know, 60 bucks. And imagine he have a lot of subscribers. So this guy, I mean, this is a good business. £50? How come you guys are cheap? Where is your £50? Why nobody send me the £50? Come on. My name is Muhammad Hijab. Send me the £50, brother. Well, I understand, forget. I mean, look at it in different way. Me as a Christian person, let us say I want to get married, I will marry from a one woman. So my responsibility is a lot easier than his. He will have 4 wives, brother. So he should receive 4 times more than any normal person. That makes sense. He have a very heavy duty to do. He have 4 wives and 4 mother-in-law and 40 kids. Yeah. You remember Muhammad in the Quran, he told them that Allah told me that before you speak to me in a private, you have to pay me a consultation fees. Obviously, he is a prophet. Obviously. Yeah. So where is the guy he wanna call me? He made me log in Sky for nothing. Really? The prophet, he forbid Islam, women abuse? Look at this lie. Muhammad himself, he used to work for Khadija before Islam. After Islam, what is the women like Khadija? What is the business women? Khadija, she was a businesswoman and men work for her. There was no Islam. This is Quraysh before Islam. What happened? What a big fat lie. A man, he wanna stop the abuse of women, he will allow the men to beat their wives and to have 4 of them in the same time. Isn't it abuse to have many women? This is abuse. Women have a feeling. Imagine, like, I mean, think about it this way. What if the women, she have 4 husbands and you are just one of 4 guys live with 1 woman in 1 apartment? Isn't it, this is a humiliation itself? Don't you feel humiliated? You know what I mean, guys? Why it's okay for the man to have 4 wives, but it's not okay for the women to have 4 husbands? That would humiliate the women. It's a disrespect, and it's obviously it's a lost, because a man, he want more women, he's not seeking love, he is seeking sex, and he want to be spoiled by slaves, right? If a man he love a woman, he don't love women. The man who love all women, obviously he love their body. He's in love in sexuality, not the women itself. Any woman, she can do the job, and she is good looking, she is good. That is not love, that is lust. And the Muslim, they justify why they have many women. They say there is more women than men. So what women will do now? They will do bad things? That's not true. Society are different, and as long, let us see how logical that is. So you are saying if in the society we have more women than men, so men, they can have more women. Okay, what if we have more men than women? As an example, right now in China, the society have more men than women. In China, they have a big problem. There's more men. So what we will do now? Are you allowing the Muslim to marry 1 woman? She can marry 4 husbands? And then you will see the hypocrisy of the Muslims right away. They will say no, no, no. So this is nothing to do about solving a problem. You are creating a problem. And if this is really because there is a problem in the society, there's more women than men, why Allah don't solve it in different way? What about Allah? He create equal number of men and women. If Allah is in control and he noticed that there's a problem, because remember, the one who said you marry 4 to fix the problem is Allah, supposedly, right? Okay, can't Allah fix it without doing this? Can't he fix it by saying, okay, I will create you 50-50? So every woman she will find a man, can't he? Or maybe Allah is not the Almighty who can do that. I don't know if CP saw it, so what? I'm not sure. About Hamza, this man has a big mouth and he said he will debate any Christian and prove the Bible is wrong. My friend, why you don't bring him to me, Hamza, this guy? Let him call me. Any Muslim, you know him, please let him come here. Muhammad, peace be upon him, forbid any killing. Even his followers were being killed until the order of retaliation from Allah. Islamic website. Yeah, this is true. As long as it's a Muslim website, it must be true. True story. True story. You know, once just to show you the hypocrisy of the Muslims, anything Muhammad is saying, it must be true. Once we have an exam. I was a student in the school, and the teacher, he hate me. Truly he hate me, because always I make him look stupid and look foolish. So one day, you know, we have an exam, and he corrected the exam, and he want to give us the papers. This guy, he is coming to the classroom, and he is so excited. Right away, he called me by name. Stand up. I stood up, and he starts saying, "Do you see this guy? Always he make himself he's smart. He know what he's talking about. Blah 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 la 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 la." This guy, he made the mistakes, Arabic mistakes, grammar mistakes, pronunciation mistakes, spelling mistakes. Even donkeys don't do. Even idiot don't do. A 5-year-old kid will not do. I mean, this guy, he keep insulting. He's keep going, and I have a smile on my face, and like he's looking at me, and he don't understand why I'm not like I'm not as if nothing happened. After he called me all kind of names, which you cannot imagine how ugly, disgusting they are. He thought he's seeking, like he got his revenge from me finally. After he finished, he said to me, "What? You are not saying anything. What do you want to say? Huh? How you make such a stupid mistake? Are you a donkey or what?" I said, "Sir, I don't know why you are saying that. This is how it's written in the Quran." The second I said that, his face turned to be like a lizard, blue, red. You see his under his cheek is shaking. Honest to God, he is shaking. He is shaking like you know, like you have a laundry machine, the dryer. He is shocked. He just called me all the names in the word for writing the word like this, and now it is in the Quran written this way. When we reach this point, the ring of the class is over. This was the last class in the day, so we are going home. The guy, he got terrified, because now those kids will go to their parents and they will say to them, "There's a guy, he wrote the word as it is in the Quran, and the teacher claimed that whoever write it this way is a donkey, is a stupid, is an idiot, is a So he closed the door. He said, "No, nobody leave, nobody leave. He's right. This is how it's written." Absolutely, he is right. Absolutely, this is the perfect way to write it. And he started explaining, like, I was trying to see if any one of you will notice a lot. But he started creating all kind of lies to cover his ass, because now they will go home. This guy, he might get killed for this. and I did it in purpose. I know he is stupid. I know he is a donkey. I know what he will say. I was waiting for him to do it. So he was calling me names, and I was like, like, and he was wondering, like, why this guy is not, he should be, he is seeking revenge for almost the whole year for me, always showing people that this guy is an idiot. He do not know what he's talking about. And now finally he got his opportunity. How you write the word this way? Are you donkey or what? Even donkeys will not do it. A 5-year-old child will not do it. What's wrong with you? Aren't you ashamed? Actually, I should talk to the principal to take you back to few, like, to different class, to the young ones. And then when I said to him, this is how it's written in the Quran, and my friend, this is how we do it. So do you understand why I say always this is how we do it? This is how we do it. You see, if you say that a Muslim right away the Quran is stupid, he will not agree. So you have to say it in different way. Here we go. I just made the Arabic teacher who teach Arabic say and admit that the Quran is a stupid book and the Arabic of the Quran is garbage. I cannot say it myself. I am a Middle Eastern Christian in the Middle East. Majority are Muslim. I will be killed same day. I made the Arabic teacher say it. That's why the Muslim, they are not calling me, because the Muslim, they made an article about how to debate Christian Prince. I wish I can find it again. They in the article they were saying it's a Christian Prince. He asks you any question, don't say yes, don't say no. Even if you say the Prophet was a good man, don't say yes, because he will trick you. Don't say yes, don't say no. How we can debate then? Have you ever heard of a debate and the person who debate the other one, he should not say yes or no? Don't ever say yes or no. Even if he say to you, was the Prophet a good man? Don't say yes. There's something behind it. And this is why those Abduls, they will not call me. Brother, he will trick you. Did you see the chat room, the one I opened for you, the one in Arabic? This was many years ago. I was like, I have a friend there. He used to be an admin, and they call himself Easy, like as a nickname. So they have a Muslim. Always he came to the chat room, and he said to them, "You take the mic." He say, "Christians, you are the sons of the devil." Now the reason he says that, because Muhammad, he told Muslims that if you have sex with your wife and you don't say a certain prayer that, Allahumma jannibna shaytana wa blah blah blah, if you don't say that prayer, shaitan will wrap himself around the penis of the man and he will be the one doing your mother, so you will be the son of the devil. So the guy, he come always to the room, he take the mic and he installed the Christians, and they don't know what to say to him. So this admin, he says to me, "Can you take the mic and answer this guy?" I mean, he became so annoying. He keeps saying that. I said, why you don't do it? He said, "I don't know what to say. I'm sure you come with something, will shut him up." So I took the microphone and I told him, "So, hey Abdul, you are saying that we are the sons of the devil. Are you sure?" He said, "Yes, I'm sure." I said, "Why you are saying that?" And I know he will quote he will quote that hadith. So he said that, and then I said to him again, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes, I am sure." I said to him 3 times, because Muslims always like to repeat 3, like Muhammad, 3 times. "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes, I'm sure." I said, "Are you sure this hadith is sahih?" He said, "I am sure." Then I said to him, "Abdul, as long you believe that this hadith is sahih and your prophet, he told the truth, that anyone who have sex with his wife, and he don't say that a prayer, he will be the son of the devil, based in your convincing story, that means your prophet himself is the son of the devil." Because his father was not a Muslim, and he did not say that the prayer when he have do cuckoo with his mother. The guy, he took the mic. He said to me, may Allah kill you. May Allah send a train to go over you. May Allah, you have the intelligence of the devil. I have the intelligence of the devil. It's not them who have the stupidity of the devil. It's me who have the intelligence of the devil. You stupid idiot, you keep calling us sons of the devil because our father did not say the prayer of Muhammad when he have sex with our mother. What about the father of Muhammad? No. This time it was it was a Christian room. It was not a Muslim room. You know. But this is how they are. They just copy paste. They repeat what they heard, and nobody want to use his brain. If I don't think they have one. How you keep saying that anyone who don't say this prayer, he will be the son of the devil, and then your prophet himself, his father was not a Muslim and his mother was not a Muslim. Another time in a Muslim chat room, just to show you how Muslims are, I went in the room, and the second you see when I go in Pal Talk in a Muslim room, especially in the old days, the room will be like snoring. Nothing is moving. It's like everybody is like dead rabbit. The second they see my name, the room grows so fast, and they start inviting each other from everywhere. And the room will be like having 2 admins, and suddenly you will see many admins. And then the Abdul, he said to me, Christian Prince, be a man and come to the mic, Christian Prince. Christian Prince. So Christian Prince come to the mic, and I said to them, well, you know that the prophet was a good man and he never steal. All the Muslim in the text, they say to me, liar, liar. He never rape any women. Liar, liar. He is not a child molester. Liar, liar. Anyway, after I saying all those things, the admin, he could not take it no more. He gave a dot to the whole room. He said, you stupid idiot. He made it again in our room. He just made you insult the prophet from your mouth. He was saying to you the prophet was a good man. You say to him liar. He is not a child molester. You say to him liar. He did not kill a woman. She is 8 years. You all say to him, what's wrong with you? They are not listening. They are stupid. I was saying Muhammad is a good man because in their mind that this is a Christian prince. He will never say something good about the prophet. So whatever he say, we just say he's a liar. And this is why in the article they said if a Christian prince he asks you a question or say something, don't say yes, don't say no, because there is a trick behind. Are you getting the point why they say don't say yes, don't say no? So they were expecting me to say something negative, and I know it. So I took the mic. He said, well, I'm being sarcastic, you know. Well, you know what, the prophet, he never raped a woman for sure. Liar, liar. He never killed anybody for the sake of the money. Liar. He was not a child molester. Absolutely not. Liar. This is how they are. And the liar was coming like rocks, you know, like oof. The only one notice. Let me tell you this one. This is even the funniest one. I went to an Arabic Islamic room in Arabic. It's a huge room. So, and I posted in Arabic in the chat. I said today, guys, Allahu Akbar, the last news. The Pope and his 3rd wife and his mother who passed away last year, today they converted to Islam. The admin, he saw my text and he said, guys, Allahu Akbar, stop the text. The Pope 3rd wife and his mother who passed away last year, she converted to Islam today. Allahu Akbar, takbir, Allahu Akbar. And the room, they went crazy. They have like 600 people there. They were paying to a room to fit for 1,000 people, and the room was going so crazy. I mean, everybody takbir, Allahu Akbar, takbir, Allahu Akbar. I mean, this is a nation of drugs. Everybody is high. And then one of them, he said, hold on a second, hold on. One of the admins, he's smart supposedly. He said, hold on, brothers. How she passed away last year and she converted to Islam today? And the Pope 3rd wife, The Pope don't have women. Just say anything. I mean, you go right now, make any lie. I guarantee you. Create and say Trump converted to Islam. All the Muslims will copy the post and they will get millions of views. It doesn't matter what you say. Just say something good about the Prophet or something will make Islam look better. They will copy it, they will repeat it, and they will say takbir. Nobody want to use his brain because they don't have it. How you can use something you don't have? The Pope's third wife and his mother who passed away last year, she converted to Islam today. And hundreds of Muslims saying takbir, Allahu Akbar. And you should see how the admin, I posted, I said nobody will notice. I mean, the room is so busy, the text is going crazy. The admin, he said, stop text. Allah, brothers, hold on. Look what this guy he said there. The Pope third wife and his mother who passed away last year converted to Islam today. Allahu Akbar. And almost he's going to cry. Ah. There is a say in China, I like it. It says he left as a donkey, he never come back as a horse. And this is what happened to you when you follow a donkey. You will never be a horse. If the teacher who teach them is Muhammad, if the teacher he teach them that Allah he stuff my throat and my stomach with wisdom and faith, and they believe in that, right? Oh boy, it's not good to laugh too much, by the way. It make you gain weight, just to let you know. The best way to lose weight is to be sad. So let me tell you a sad story now. There is once the prophet, he went to the desert and he wanted to do poo-poo. Yeah, this is a true story. He wanted to do poo-poo, but the prophet, he could not find a place to hide his ass to do poo-poo. So he saw from far away 2 trees, and he ordered the guy, his servant, slave, to go and call the trees to come. And the trees, they come to him walking. And then the trees, they surrounded the prophet from both sides, so they can cover his both ass side. And they keep moving around him in shade, to keep him in shade. Muslims, by the way, how in the world they want to keep him in shade? How many hours Muhammad is doing his poo-poo? I mean, when you say to me the trees are moving to keep him in shade, obviously Muhammad, he stayed there doing poo-poo for 10 hours. I mean, this is too much. That's very sad. That's why I say this is a very sad story. A prophet of God, and he's spending the half day to do poo-poo, to the point the trees is moving around to keep him in shade. What he's doing there? He's stuck, and the trees are moving. That's a miracle. You say, you guys, you say the prophet have no miracles. Here we go. The trees, and not only that, the trees, they came to Muhammad once and they said shahada. I saw a talking tree in the cartoon and in Islam. Is that correct, Muslims, that the trees, they say shahada? Oh boy. Anyway, guys, I just want, I don't know, I mean, when I'm going to sleep, now it's 2:14. I need to go back and work on my book. But if we go back to our topic, let us, we as a Christians, not to be the same as Muslims. Women, they should be educated, and let us help everybody to earn education, including women, because women, they can bring people to Christ the same as men, they can do so. We are one by him, man and woman. The Bible confirmed that, and no one have the right to teach other than what the Lord He said. Women, if they fit in a place, let them do what they fit for. If they don't fit, then they will not do it. So if there is somebody have a gift of teaching, let him be teaching. As long he is teaching what is written in the Bible, what's your problem? Correct, guys? As long there is a woman, she is teaching. Let us say there is one of you now, she can come to the mic and explain the Bible better than me. Maybe because she is more educated than me, or maybe because she speaks better English than me. What is the problem? Do we agree? What is the problem? Her gender? That is not what the Bible teach. Time is different. And even in the old days, as we showed you, verses from the Bible speak that women, they were teachers and they taught. Women, they are teachers. They are the first teachers in the society. And if we lose women doing their part, we will lose a lot. And we will have a very bad society. I cannot teach my daughter the same as my wife. She can teach her. Or even my child, you know, he might be afraid from the male father, but he will be maybe more close to the mother because she is more warm, she's more loving, she is more emotion, she is more caring, etc. There's many reasons. Let everyone do his part in this life, and the life is based on male and female, and both of us, we are blessed by the Lord when we become a family. Let everyone do his part. There's nothing you are qualified, or let us say you are not qualified to do something because of your gender. The Bible says that the woman, she shall obey her husband. This is true, but obey him not to be subdued, but to obey the love of the man to her, who the Lord, he said, be the same, love love your wife the same as the Christ, he loved the church. That is the authority you have. The authority of the church of Christ, or over the church, is authority of love, even though he's our Lord, his Savior. So the man have authority over his wife, but authority of love, not authority of conquer and demolish and controlling. That is evil. Women, she is obedient not because he is Saddam Hussein who will beat her, but because they are won by his grace. Everyone do his part in the family, and everyone do his part in the society. The family is the smallest cell inside the society. And society will not be built by the male alone, not by the female alone. Always we need to take things in the whole picture, not in a small like a phrase or a small verse, and we say we want to base everything in one verse. This is called a book of books, not a book of verse. Book of books, this is what the Bible means. So in order to know what the book of books teaching, we need to study the books, not just a verse. I encourage the women to study the Bible, and when you feel ready to deliver what you learn, deliver it. Be blessed and bring as many as you can to Christ. And don't worry about some people saying that women should not teach. That's not what the Bible teach. They are quoting one verse and they are not quoting the rest, because this verse only is the one they wanted to be there. The same as when they try to teach us that Jesus said, if somebody did beat you in your right cheek, turn the other one. but they will not quote for you the verse saying that Jesus said, the one who don't have a sword, go and buy one. I never heard a church quoting that verse for me. Never, not even once. As if it is not important. But every church they quote for us where it says, if somebody hit this cheek, turn the other one. So suddenly, one verse present the whole book, or present the whole teaching of Jesus. And this is not really accurate. All right. All right. Let us finish with this today. I hope you guys you have a good time, and you don't have to agree with me. And I don't care who agree who don't. I'm a person. I believe that every human being he have to bring someone to Christ. Women, men, doesn't matter. Even children, if they can bring someone to Christ, bless them. That is a mission for everyone, not for a gender. We have one mission, men and women. We don't live just to live and eat and make babies. All of us, we are invited to go and teach and preach. And the Lord, he spoke to men as apostle, because this is a men's society where women, they are in danger if they go travel between cities. Today, women, she can preach without going overseas. She can open a chat room and she can teach the gospel, and nobody can hurt her. Right now, I'm speaking. There's people, they hear me from Saudi Arabia. That was impossible in the time of Jesus. I cannot do that. So let us support the women to speak and to teach. But please, women, don't open your mouth unless you are ready to speak good. Same for the men. Don't open your mouth if you want to speak foolishness, because the Bible full of stories about men doing foolishness and speaking foolishness. So why you focus on the women only? Actually, if you read in the Bible, you will find that 90% Jesus humiliating, he was humiliating men for their false teaching, not women. Is that correct, guys? Is that correct? Because he was debating men. They were the hypocrite. They were the one doing false teaching, the rabbis, the Pharisees. So the men, the Jewish men, they did not do good. Here we go. They are rabbi. They are the one who follow the law. They are the one who teach the law. Yet they were doing hypocrisy. So what does have to do with being a man and women? And yet from the Jews there is women who they were serving the Messiah, crying in his feet, following him and believing in him. So don't be a Taliban Christian. Be Christ-like. When the Aramaic woman, she came to Jesus and she spoke to him, did he say to her, go away from me, women? I don't talk to women. He spoke to her. He listened to her. He did even what she want. When a woman, she was a person who committed adultery, did Jesus cast his stone on her? Or she became a believer? Even such a woman, she was welcome. And such a woman, she can bring women who they are deceived like her to the right path. So everybody can do his part in life. I speak to my friends, you speak to your friends, whoever you are, wherever you are. And all of us, we should be fishermen and women. So don't say only men they can teach. No, women they can teach. A woman right now in a chat room and people, they are speaking wrong about Jesus. Are you saying she should shut her mouth because she is a woman? That is very naive. We don't do that. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless men and women and children, and may the Lord bless whoever speak good and do good. Speak good, my friend, and teach good, and then nobody is worried about your gender. Let your knowledge speak, and let the wisdom of the Lord speak within your tongue. And then who is going to remember your gender except the one who want to remember the gender? There's women, they bring millions of people to Christ, and they are women, so they are doing better than many men. And there's men who they are false teachers, and they are doing business just to take money and take donations in churches, like Mr. Dollar, who want his church to donate for him so he can buy an airplane. Thank you, and enter to see you. I cannot say tomorrow because tomorrow is today. So let us see if today afternoon I will do it or not. We will see. If not, maybe tomorrow then. Until I see you again, guys, may the Lord bless you. And I hope people, they understand what I'm saying, and they will be more smart and more intelligent, and they will be thinking carefully about reading the whole book, not quoting a verse from a book. Thank you very much. Christ is Lord. Islam is false. And see you soon again. Bye-bye. Take care.